Sunrise by the water this morning as we woke up at our freedom camping spot here in Melaka. It was a bit hot and sticky overnight, but we are figuring out how to survive in this heat. Daryl sorted us out with some fresh water before we headed into the city of Melaka to do a guided walking tour with Imran, who was a great guide. We spent a lot of the time in the UNESCO World Heritage part, the Chinese Quarter. Daryl made a friend, and Imran guided us through the details of the wealthy and the not so wealthy, including wealthy women using these as gossip holes, and then a sadder part for the wealthy Chinese women, the foot binding, which I did know about, but seeing it up close again, just so awful. Then we went to a Chinese temple, and again, pick up more every time we go on these tours. We stopped past the oldest mosque and then quickly whisked past the temple for gambling. So there's a temple for everything. Not a temple, but a church. This is the old Portuguese church up on top of the hill in the old fort here at Melaka. It was towards the end of our tour that we were exploring the colonized part, so Dutch, Portuguese and English, and Daryl was checking out the various monuments. This is the old gate. And after having lunch with our new Swiss friends, shout out to Joelle and Alice, we knew it was time for us to get out of the city and start exploring the Malaysian wilds. Sky serenaded us as we were leaving, and we made our way back to where Daryl had expertly parked the van, and it was nice and cool. We're heading south from Melaka, and Daryl had put a spot in with a historic site, so this is us just enjoying the drive. And driving in the afternoon is quite good. We can get out of the heat and have the aircon blasting in the van, which cools it down. This is where we've ended up for the night. We have chosen to freedom camp here. We don't think that there are any problems, but we just reversed in. Then it was time to explore around. We're staying at Tanjung Hill, which is a historic site. This is down on the beach, and I have these moments, these absolute pinch me moments, where I think this is my life. Daryl's pointing out that we're at the Straits of Malacca, where the van has spent more time than we have, as she was shipping back and forth to Singapore, and it is definitely a beautiful spot, very isolated. We saw this guy up a tree and I had to Google what it is. It is a giant squirrel. And from a country with no squirrels, a giant one is exciting. We cracked open our living in a bubble insect nets and then popped out to enjoy the sunset. Dinner in the van tonight was omelets. Again, the novelty of cooking for ourselves is not wearing off. It was delicious, and we spent the rest of the evening just catching up on some admin and enjoying the views.